are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And his first pass is incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 30-12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They're coming at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Watching their team from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On second down, Colvin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Caught on a very strong gain of 24.
And normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Oliver. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The Texans in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin. And they're knocking on the door now as a quick run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march there right now.
Looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's kind of like right now for them.
Eventually, no gain on the play at second down.
We'll talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
Touchdown, Texans! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run once more with Dillon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. As A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set high with this beginning.
Right where they set him down and started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down.
Pull. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And some room to maneuver.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Poole. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On third down, Poole. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down now, Colvin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Through one quarter, 14-7. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oliver. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down, Oliver.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn the field and gain any yardage.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get the first down.
How many times we see it? I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And you're throwing the ball downfield really well. They have been on the the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggression.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
As A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got London on a slant. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Pull.
And this pass broken up. The contact right in time there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt.
And we'll see what he can do. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
To throw on 2nd down. Poole going right side here, and that's complete.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jags are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Oliver going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw on 3rd down. Oliver into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Poole. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, right there, that's a big one because they stole points away from that play, and just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Off the play fake, Oliver. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, Oliver. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
A final shot before break. Poole. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run the counter. Colvin, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Colvin, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Colvin, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin,
and he is going to have the Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. Colvin. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Off play action. Oliver. Wide open receiver complete. And they wind up getting this one way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 20-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oliver. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Okay, ready?
Back to throw. Oliver. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Poole, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars back with it on offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Poole, his throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but once again, unable to successfully complete that. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw it to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. It could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 15.
So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. Off the play fake. Oliver. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Poole airing it out deep for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. It's still down quite a bit here, several scores, but at least that's a start. Charles getting the interception here, and look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are on offense, but you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pull. He's got Smith here.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they hit the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Pull. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 110 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Oliver. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he's got him in wide open. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Oliver. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one way down inside the 20. This gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get frustrated watching make catches and just get through there because business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On third down, Colvin. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Right back to him on first down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
On second down now, Colvin, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. First down, Colvin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. And we're getting a view of this being inside 2. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Throw left side, there's London.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Pull. And now here is another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Texans come up